Hello, everyone. Good day. I hope we are all well. And I was missing in action. I know many of you tried to look for me, but most unfortunately, I was not going to be available because of the other things that we were doing, including other leaders, of course. So my time was out, but I expected to have other leaders and members to live stream, but only few of them did that. But I'm here now. Hi to everyone. Hi, Edwin. Hi, Sky. It's good to see you again. I did mention that my times will be flexible, but you will continuously see me because this is the only way. Okay, let me just go through what Sky wrote here. Okay. Hi everyone. Yeah. I'll read the question so that everyone can hear that, then we can share it. Sky Ferreira from South Africa wrote something here. This is how it reads. Lawrence with, sorry. Let me just hold the chat. Yeah. Lawrence, with all your seminar, how you can connect with orphans here in South Africa? That's a question. Continues. We need to grow our community and have all of them active. Okay. Hi, Clement. Yeah. Okay. Because the question is directed to me. Wow, I'm in trouble today. All right. Firstly, before I answer your question, I will love to discuss certain things with all of you guys because this question, it's not affecting us basically in South Africa, but it's in all TBCians around the world. Though some they may not say, but currently we know that have the send buttons, but they don't know how to utilize them. The admin has posted an article relating much about what Sky has asked. 8 million offense. Now, when you minus 2.6 offense, 2.8 million offense out of 2.9 something million, you will remain with over 1.8 million. Am I right? Something like that. Now, yes, if my figures are wrong, please correct me. Now, out of the entire community of nearly 3 million, only over 1.8 are active. And the rest, they are in, but they are not active, yes, because they are orphans. To me personally, that's cruelty from our private TBC community. How can we leave such a big number of orphans while on the other side we are putting pressure on the admin that admin it's not doing for us? And when is the cash out button gonna be available? I would like you to follow me and understand what I'm trying to say here and share with me. Sky, I'm going to answer that question, but certain things and other, when there are questions, we have to answer them by referral, not just like that to pass the buck. Now, I've explained about two figures here, and I hope everyone is listening from around the globe, because this matter concerns us a lot. The question that was asked, there's no stupid question. We have to be careful about that. Every question, it's important, but some of the questions were already answered through the blog. And some, yes, we will discuss them. Some will just say, okay, no, 1 + 1, okay, take the calculator, calculate it. Oh, it's 2. Yes, it's 2. Thank you. Things like that. But this question requires our engagement in it. Right. I've given you now a picture in relation with the question that was asked. Now, many are wondering now on how to reach this 2.8. I think I'm getting closer to Sky's question now. Yes, to Sky's question. They are wondering. You know why they are wondering? Because they did not follow us since the day they joined. We are not saying they should have followed us from 2016 updates. No, that one you can do it on your own and at your own time. But the very first day when you join TBC, you must follow education. We preached that from day one to date. Now, they are wondering because they are waiting for someone to come and do for them. Only few of us from that 1.8 or over 1.8 million, we have committed ones. And even the admin is aware, even the admin is monitoring all these live streams. They can see who is active and who is not. Now, to work with this offense, I'm getting closer, Sky. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3 or ABC. Straightforward. It doesn't require any straight edge or a ruler. Because when I saw the article, we discussed it with my fellow TBCians a few days ago, different times when I was broadcasting live. You can see when we engage everyone into that subject, some they fade away from the live stream chat, some, not all. When they fade away, they go to other live streams that were currently live, you know. And from those other live streams, maybe similar question will be asked, but in a different approach. So we know there are people like that. Now, let's come back to us now, because there's only one word I hate when I'm sharing with my fellow ones. To say I, and I say I, a specific address that I'll be making, but at the end of the day, it must engage everyone. The word that I'm talking about here, because we are many, I love the word we. So now, since the question is directed to all of us in this live stream, I will love your contribution, ladies and gentlemen, my fellow TBCians. But since I'm getting closer by explaining certain things in relation with the question, some of the things are the things that you know. Because I will be direct without engaging you, without hinting certain things about the situation or the question asked. Then it's not right for me I'll be leaving you in suspense. So no, I must engage you. Then as soon as I say, I was proposing this, because I love to propose. I don't always suggest, not unless it is necessary. We have 2.8 and then 1.8, they're in. My question is, are we still waiting for the admin to give us a plan or a strategy on how to work with this offense. I'm leaving this up into your tables, guys. I would like us to share this. There are other community members within TBC. They have never waited for the admin or anyone to tell them what to do. There is another article today again on the blog. I saw the article, I saw the heading, but one thing that I didn't follow, was it a video or just a picture? But it looked like a video. They are showing a land with green trees, grass, and now if someone can go and strike a deal with whoever to purchase the land through TBC, guys, this is happening in Africa, you know, guys, in Nigeria, Cameroon, Papua New Guinea, South Africa, while we were busy with Val area. In one of the presentations that were taking place around there, that was another approach. We had those deals, but remember, if you strike a deal with someone who is not broader-minded, that person at a later stage will return to you with whoever to come and claim back, meaning most of the people around the globe, they don't respect something called agreement or whatever you have signed. They tend to break those things. And then most of them, that is why they are still in poverty today, because their vision, it's so narrow like this. As soon as the vision is narrow, then it's gonna be difficult for us or others to strike deals with those people. The deals were sealed. Another one was for the land, another one for a house along Golden Highway on your way to Vanderbilt, and then others were cars. But I had to make it clear in one of those presentations that what type of cars we are looking for in order to make those deals. Sky, I'm getting closer, and I'm just hinting a little bit, though I cannot go deeper into certain things, but I'm just giving a picture. And even you guys, when you purchase or you strike a deal for the car, even if you're not going to pay something, but you're going to exchange your TBC or kringles, because remember, there's TBC coin, it's a full coin. Kringles, it's a fraction of a full coin. So if you are going to strike a deal, guys, you're not going to do it just because you want to prove the point. No. You will be sealing a proper deal. You want to know about that car, everything. Is it roadworthy? Traffic fines? Is it in good condition? You don't want something that is going to cost you, if maybe it's going to cost you. That person must be open and honest with you, but it mustn't be a cost that will exceed a certain percentage based on your agreement. If it's a bumper, please, we can, it doesn't matter whether it's a Rolls-Royce bumper or what, we can always work on that one and play around with the price. Some, it could be a windscreen. I know some of the windscreens are expensive, but you can also play around. But what is important, what about the motor of that car? Some, they call it engine. You don't want to purchase something that is going to lie in your backyard or cost you at the end of the day. I hope we are clear on that. It doesn't mean that because we want merchants and admin has allowed us to exchange TBC coins for goods and services, then we can just go for anything to prove the point. Oh, no, 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 no. We are not talking about that. Coming to land, I think, Sky, we are clear now. I'm just giving you a little bit of tips, though I said I cannot go deeper. Coming to land, you need to be careful about that who is the original owner of that land, and were there any implications about that land. You need to know. There are departments in South Africa where you can go and inquire. Deeds office, the building control. Wow. Okay, as a professional architect, you'll understand what I'm talking about. You need to go to building control and deeds office, etc., etc., right up to the Johannesburg Water Department. You know, it involves a lot, right? After you have collected that data for that land or a property or a business, some they may say, I'm selling the business, but with a business, you have to be more wiser because you'll end up buying a business with troubles. Okay, so we don't just do things. We have to be a wise community. We must know our stories because at the end of the day, all TBCians, according to my understanding, they are already in business. You know why? Because your kringel and your full coin is growing every day. And very soon, you will be conducting some deals, big deals, though not all of us, but big deals with other lands outside the borders of South Africa, outside the borders of your original country, things like that. Then if we haven't learned now to do your bookkeeping, accounting, or finances, or things like that, you know, the thing called from hand to mouth. There are those, what do they call? Partial business people. You understand what I'm talking about, eh? And then when I continue, I'll say some, they conduct their businesses by crisis, and then those other ones, the wise ones, by objective. So you don't just do things. When other financial institutions or anyone who's ready to trade with us in the near future, when they looked at us, they must see that no, we are another kind of a community. And they must say, you know what? This community is really eradicating poverty. Are you going to eradicate poverty because your wallet has got 50 million in it? Then as soon as the admin allows you to make use of that 50 million, then you'll begin by then to eradicate poverty? Or can you start eradicating poverty individually now, not yesterday or tomorrow? If you want to do it, yes, you will. If you look at the bottom of the heading of today in this live stream, what does it say? Why you joined TBC? Because many were asking, yeah, we are attending these live streams, but we don't even know the heading, what is going to be discussed about today. Oh, things like that. Now, here's the heading. Let's get into it. Now, I expected to see some of those who are asking these questions from Randy's live stream, but I don't see them here. They should come and talk to us or talk to me, then I might help them to know how to get that information. They are not here. Believe you me, guys. So this is how I understand the approach to merchants. And also, before we approach whoever, we must know which things to ask and how to strike those businesses. I'm not gonna buy a property whereby when you are away, say about 200 meters away, you can see through the walls. You can see the other F numbers. Oh no, please, I'm not gonna do that, because I want to prove that TBC can exchange. I'm not going to buy something that is going to cost me, but I must conduct my business as a business person. I'm going to add something on that. Let's see what Sky is saying here. Okay, Sky, but okay, were you closer now to what I was trying to explain? I was trying to answer you by referral. Okay, I'll wait for your reply, but it's okay. Thanks. You can join us later. Hi, Stefan. Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Stefan. Well done, my brother, and keep it up. Yeah, I'm very proud of what you are doing, guys, all of you around the globe. It doesn't matter where. And it's not a question of working on a bigger scale. Our limits are not the same, but at the end of the day, we are making a difference in this community. All right. I'm still on Sky's question. Now, there will be a time whereby everyone within this community will be conducting his or her own business by employing your own staff, because this abundance coin, it's appreciating. So of course, it's a business already. It's your business. It's everyone's business. Myself and all our community around the globe. So let's start now and prepare ourselves. Because if we don't do that, a person with $10 million will come and ask you, Stefan or Sky or Clement, what can I do with this wealth? Can you imagine? As soon as a person is in that position, and while you are applying TBC education, you'll eventually know what to do. It's not going to be like what most of us did from other online programs. People were withdrawing 1 million rands, 2 million. Then most of those people today, please, they have nothing. Why? Because there was no education. They did not consult. Some of them, they didn't want to. They were given advices. So we're not going to do that here. Otherwise, we will be a laughing stock of the entire world. Our advisors will start asking, what were they doing anyway? You know, things like that. So we approach merchants with a good presentation. And countries are not the same. Yeah. Why I'm saying this? I'm going to make an example with the Philippines because in 2016, I was there over a month and Doc trained me, the TBC president in the Philippines, for over a month in almost everything. I was hands-on, day in, day out. Sometimes we don't come back. We will have to book a hotel where we are because the population is over 100 million. And some of the places you have to fly. If you don't use a boat, you can't drive. Some of the places you have to put your car in the boat, then you go so that you can cross over the other side, or if you want to go to the other side. Right. In the Philippines, if it's an example, if they have engine garages or total garages or cash bills or McDonald's, they don't need to go and meet the head office to strike the deal. They can go to the owner of that garage, because franchises are everywhere, and speak to that person that, I know you are selling engine products. Though they don't use much of the petrol. We say petrol in South Africa, but they say gas or gasoline. They use diesel. One way, it's cheaper than petrol. Okay. They can strike the deal with individuals, though they are using engine brand. They can strike a deal with cash build, something like that. They don't need a head office. The head office will get a report or a message from their agents that, no, we've stricken a deal with TBC. We saw the concept. The concept is good, so we are interested. So the head office cannot say, because you are dealing with my product, you don't have to do that. They can't do that. So I'm just showing you that other countries, they have their way of doing things. Now, in my country, South Africa, it's slightly different from the Philippines, because if you have the macro, they will say to you, you have to go to the head office. And then from the head office will instruct the macros, supermarkets or macro bazaars, that this and that has to be implemented. I think most of you are aware of that in South Africa. So every country will have a different approach. There was another video in the education blog about Nigeria. Some of the TBCians, they approached a governor. I think this man is a governor, also a chief of a certain tribe. You see, there are ways of getting merchants. Other countries you cannot just wake up and say, I'm going to approach Burger King. There are procedures, you know. In a country like South Africa, I'm not saying it cannot be done. It can be done. Thanks, Clement. Thank you. It can be done, but we have to go deeper, meaning starting from the grassroots, because when you look at our economy in South Africa, in Holland, I thought Holland, they're already in, they should know these things. But thanks, Clement, for raising that one up. Yeah. We have more small businesses, yes, in South Africa. We have more small businesses. In the Philippines, more small businesses, just like in Thailand. In Thailand, Phuket, when you have your own car, or Clement or Stefan or whoever, you don't need a permit to go and, like a maxi taxi. You don't need a permit to do that. And then they're making money. And everyone who has a car, someone will come and say, please, we are going 5 kilometers away, 10 kilometers away. When you arrive there, you have others who are coming this side. You work 24 hours. That is why their crime is controllable, because everyone is busy. But other countries, of course, including my country, when it comes to taxi industry, there are rules, whether it's Uber, Maxi Taxi, or these other industry. So buses, things like that, yeah. So in order for us to get these merchants, we understand how different countries works. In South Africa, we'll have our own approach. In the Philippines, they'll have their own approach, wherever. But at the end of the day, we won't run with the same speed. Some will run at a higher speed, some mid, some low, but we will be hitting for the same direction, or we will be gunning for the same goal. That's how things are gonna be. And if we have to go back to the grassroots, in the Philippines, they say barangay communities, that means grassroots. Then if we have to go back there, let it be. Then we will have a solid program of the merchants, because if one person or one merchant hasn't accepted our product or our TBC money, it's not going to open up. There has to be one. Do you remember that guy who purchased 2 pizzas with 10,000 Bitcoins? Then it was a breakthrough. To this day, the system is running by itself. And the way it's running, others, they've even forgotten to ask who is the creator, who Satoshi Nakamoto is. They forgot about that, because it has produced millionaires and billionaires, we know, though it's so volatile, but there is a big difference. Now, my fellow TBCians around the globe, what is our breakthrough in this TBC money? Are we still waiting for the admin to bring that button? I'm not certain about the color. Some they say it's the color is red for a cash out button, not the send button. Some they say it's colorless, but I'm scared of the red color. It's dangerous. We don't want to uh, activate nuclear. Please, we love our world, especially planet Earth. Jehovah God has given us this planet. It's so beautiful. So we don't want to destroy that. So I myself, I'm a cash out button. But you see, it's not red. If it was red, I was not going to wear it. Red is dangerous. So everyone in this community, he or she is a cash out button. That is why we joined TBC, not unless we don't know why. So our heading of the day says here, why did you join TBC? I hope, guys, we are all clear. If there are questions or if you want to add something or share something about what I've already explained here, I'm all your ears. I'm waiting. But you know, I normally give you a few seconds, not minutes, to share something. It's your platform, Tibetians. I'm just checking our time, 24/7. We are 13 minutes away. Any questions? It's nice to share while there are questions. Okay. We're going to have to end this one. But what I can say, I will also live stream later today. I'm not sure yet about time, but tomorrow, I will be live streaming tomorrow at 1 a.m. Pacific time, that is PST. And then in South Africa, it will be 10 o'clock a.m., meaning in the early hours of the morning. So I'll be live. But today, I will be live streaming, but I'm flexible later, yeah. That's it. And then if there are comments or okay, Edwin, if there is a question or you want to share something, you're welcome, my brother. Feel free. Then I can allow that. It was 13 minutes, now it's 11 minutes. Let's make use of it. It's okay. Any question? And then if you didn't get or understand certain things, you can always do a replay. Okay, thanks, Edwin. It's okay. But But if there is, you can always leave something in my email. I've attached everything there, and I do check after every live stream. Then I respond accordingly. Yeah, that is true. I went some articles today and yesterday. I didn't stay long with Randy on the broadcast. I had to leave because on the 7th, this coming Saturday, is the big TBC event in South Africa for the celebration, because on the 21st in South Africa, it's a holiday. So much people were not available. And then I'll tell you, then just after that, it was already Easter holidays. So people now were going away. So they proposed the 7th. That's just like last year. We had a different date, but this Saturday, and it will be live as well. There'll be so much activities. Yeah. And so we are busy with those preparations. We have the TBC executive meeting from other provinces as well. So, but I'm trying to squeeze myself in. That is why I encouraged every leader and other members to join these live streams. Yes, during migration and after migration, we already know where we stand. Even now, we already know where we stand, because remember, the admin, if it was a cruel admin, they would have left everything to fall. Like after the scammers and the discounters tried to defraud our system, the admin did not sit back or fold their hands. They stood up and they took a very hard stand in order to secure each and every one of us. That is why we are still here today. And remember that TBC admin is so confident. Myself, personally, I've never seen an admin like this one, who is so concerned. If there were people like that, I doubt. But tell me of any program that has lasted 2 years with a membership of 3 million. On the other hand, it allows you to exchange whatever you have from your wallet. You can exchange that for goods and services, peer-to-peer, while we are on a wealth creation stage. So think about those things. You have answers, you have everything, you have an education blog, and this admin is insisting that read. They have, in fact, we have over 600 answers from the education blog. Over 600 answers from the education blog. So if someone says, I haven't seen any answer as yet, then there's a problem about that person. So it's TBC is engaging everyone. You feel, you know, when you have your workers in your company, you make them feel home, you make them feel like they are running their own company, and then they will work very close with you and honestly. So that is why we preached that we create leaders, not followers. So I'm looking forward to hear your opinions and your views, and some strategies on how are we going to combat this crisis of TBC offense. Because from 2.9, over 2.9 million, we minus 2.8. 2.8, they are already offense. The remaining number, how are we going to reposition ourselves to cater for that 2.8? Because currently, whether we like it or not, this is the high priority. Priority number one, to work on that. So the billion coin has given us freedom to work with them. And they have done much for everyone in this community. Now it's high time that we must do something in return. And doing something, it's not by popping out cash and giving it to admin. No. Doing something, it's by rescuing the offense 2.8 back home. I think we're clear on that one. Okay, let me see. In 2016, when we had also. Thanks, admin. Every action that we take, or when the admin gives an instruction to everyone, when we allow the admin to do that, by allowing admin, meaning we will respond positive about what is being requested, right? Then by doing that, the outcome will be the speed, the progress. As soon as we have these two things in the whole thing, then we'll be progressing. Then it will come back to your statement that merchants will come and we will go as a rocket. That's true. You heard Randy when he was explaining about the test of the wallets yesterday. You heard that. If you didn't hear that, go and replay his live stream, then you will hear. So our response will determine our speed. But if we fall back or fall behind, well, there's gonna be a much delay. Yes, Edwin. Yeah, it's like that. So this live stream broadcasts are currently helping a lot, because to some community members, there was a question that, how can we get hold of whoever? How can we as communities come together and share, even if we cannot fly to Holland or Germany, but there must be a way. Here it is now. And we are talking the same language. And it has to be done. It has to be done. Really, it has to be done. Okay. So for your time and all your beautiful contributions, our time, it's almost over. I'm flexible. I'm having another second live stream broadcast today. But since you all have my YouTube link, if you don't have, you can just go to my email here and send me a request. I'll forward it right away. And you can invite others. And some of you, I don't have your YouTube channel link. I would love to join you guys. I'd love to share with you. Okay. But thanks again. I'm looking forward to talk to you later. Edwin, Stefan, I think Sky left. Stefan, I don't know whether he was still here, but everyone who's currently here, Clement left, yeah, and Sky, yeah. Maybe Stefan, I don't know. Petro is still here, I'm not sure. Yeah. But thanks again. You are really, guys, encouraging me to share much with you. Let's do it. In no time, we'll be talking a different language. And thank you again. See you later.